Hi beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be back. I have been away for about 7 to 8 months. The last video I posted was, I believe, the 2nd of May, but it was the first week of May anyway. And I didn't intend to take a break. There was actually a video I was supposed to film and post, and I just never did it. I had the script ready, I had the thumbnail ready, which took me an annoyingly amount of time, but anyway, did it, and I just never filmed it, so that was weird. But anyways, of course, a lot has happened. I have missed YouTube. I have missed creating for you guys. I told you guys, YouTube is my safe space. Like, I honestly love being on this platform. So I have been doing not too much. School started, rather, I started nursing school. I just finished my first semester like 3 months ago. It's been good. God has been good. I think all I can say is God has been good, honestly. I don't want to bore you guys with the details, because what can I say anyway? But nursing school has been good. I can't wait to carry you guys on this coming semester, and just show you what it's like. So this week I just thought, you know what, let me just get back on. I don't know what I was waiting for. Okay, I know what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the right time. Yeah, there was something that was determining my right time, like the time for me to get back on here. But I don't know, I just felt like, I miss creating content, I miss editing, I have to come back and just, yeah, so I'm back. Not too much is happening this week. You all know my life is very boring. But I do have a walking pad coming this week. I'm so excited. I actually just finished washing my hair, guys. Actually, deep conditioning it. I washed it yesterday, deep conditioned it this morning, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do my red hair toner. It's not a dye, but it just makes the hair look brighter. It gives it like a pop of color. I have to go and film the video that I was supposed to have filmed last year in July. Yeah, it's just like a style evolution video, just talking about how my style went from that to this. And I literally spent the whole of maybe an hour last night just kind of going over my script, how I will say what I say. Guys, this has to be one of the hardest niches out there, I think, when your content is mainly speaking, because I always say I have a lot to say but I don't have a lot to show, and it is so hard because it's so hard to give the people what they want, what the people like, while still staying true to yourself. I think that has been the hardest thing for me when it comes to creating content. How do I not talk too much? Do I talk too much? How do I make it aesthetic? Okay, is it giving? Is it not giving? I also want to get a camera this year. I think I really need to get one. I'm gonna go for the Sony ZV-1. That's the one I'm gonna go for. It's about £500. So £500, 500 euros, one of those currencies. So it's not expensive for a good camera, but it is not cheap for me. So if I plan to save for it, it's gonna take at least 4 months of saving, and yeah, I think that's literally the only option I have. How else would I get it? Do I have somebody? Well, I have Jesus, but like, anyways, bye guys. I'm just gonna get on and film this video, and I'll chat to you guys later. Hi Pookies, I just finished recording. It was almost 30 minutes. But I'm gonna cut it down to make it at least 20 minutes. Should definitely be 20 or less than 20. It was great. I did it in one take. But that was because I did drafts and recordings the previous night, just trying to figure out how I will say what I say. Guys, talking is not easy. It's not. It really requires planning. You guys think because I just carry my phone and yap, it's not easy. But anyways, so I'm gonna quickly edit it. I'm just sending it to my iPad. Sorry, my tablet. I'm gonna quickly edit it, and then I will maybe post it. I don't know, it will be posted this week. That's for sure. Guys, my laptop has this very cool thing. It's called Phone Link. I think most Windows laptops have it. So basically you can link your phone to your laptop. Just any device, phones, tablets, and what. But yeah, I can literally see what you guys are seeing. I can see what I'm seeing on my phone on the screen. So let's say recording with my back camera, I can kind of like see it on my laptop. I can kind of see it on my laptop. It's quite cool. I love that. I love that. It's currently Wednesday morning and I have just dyed my hair, like I've retoned it. So basically there's what they call a color toner. So whenever you dye your hair and you want to maintain that color for a while, you can just buy a toner. So this toner just helps, like it kind of like brightens the hair color the more you use it. So I use mine once a month, and that's just how I maintain my red color, because red gets dull very quickly, very quickly. So I was like, how do I maintain this hair color? How do I keep it bright without, using dye every single time? I wanted to mention something very important, by the way, guys. So you know how it every year starts and people do set resolutions. We set our resolutions. We, write down 10-20 things that we want to achieve in 12 months. I decided to look at it, or I decided to do it differently this year. So I decided to set my goals not as a yearly resolution, but quarterly resolutions, quarterly goals. So I look at the year in 4 quarters. So January to April, May to July, I think. Anyway, it go just 4 months, 4 months in between, right? So I was like, real quick, I have to go wash my hair, but I have to say this. So I was like, how do I make my goals achievable? Because I've been doing this for years, where a new year starts and I just write down 20 things I want to achieve, right? And I was like, I write those things down and I just drop the book. How do I make this year different? How do I write down goals and actually make sure I stick to them? Because I know I'm not a lazy person. I know I don't lack discipline. Sometimes it looks like you do lack those things, but you don't. You just lack, you just don't have the right strategy. So I had to now re-strategize, and I was like, let me start setting goals quarterly. So I started setting quarterly goals. So right now, all I've written down and all I'm focusing on at the moment is my quarterly goals. So all I've written down are my goals for the months January to April. The rest of the year, we're going to figure that out at the end of April. So how this helps is, one, it makes the goals achievable, because I'm a realistic person, I'm a logical person. I don't just like to dream, but even while I dream, I'm like, okay, how do we make this achievable? I like when things look achievable, when things seem achievable. And with quarterly goals, what happens is that since you're setting goals that are just for 4 months, one, you tend to be more realistic, and then two, it helps you now, from those goals, it helps you now derive daily habits that will help you achieve those goals, right? So from my monthly goals, let's say maybe I want to lose 20-30 kgs. Cool. That's the goal I've set for that quarter. What are the daily activities? What are the daily habits that I will do for me to reach that target by the end of the first quarter? Do you see how it works, right? So that's just what I've done this year. That's just what I've done differently. And honestly, it just feels, and the reason I really like this method also is because as soon as you're done with the first quarter and you're now planning for the second quarter, you're now not going to write random goals. You're going to write goals based off how you did in the first quarter. And and companies, businesses actually use this method as well. They plan for the first quarter. Okay, what are the goals for the first quarter? They now have reviews and meetings to talk about how the first quarter went. So this is a really good method. So after the first quarter is done and you're now planning for the second quarter, which in my case would be May, I'll now look and say, okay, I wanted to read 4 books this quarter. Did I read 4 books? Did I read more? Okay, if I read more, let's now make it 6 books in the next quarter. Okay, I was able to lose more than I planned. I lost more kgs. Okay, cool. Let's double it, or should we keep it the same? So it's kind of like it makes it progressive. That's what I'm trying to say. It makes it progressive. So because you're seeing how you did in the first quarter, you now know how to set your goals in the next quarter. So I don't know who this might help, but please plan your goals like that going forward. It makes it so, and there's nothing I love more than achieving something I have planned, even if it's just like clean my room. If I've written it down and I've achieved it, it feels so good. So let's focus on goals that are not just achievable, This is not me saying don't dream and don't be a big dreamer. Yes, you can do all those things, but also let's learn to plan well. I think that's what I'm trying to say. All right, I have to wash my hair. Bye. It is big. I have to, like, you guys can see, it's like, it's really big. Let me try and see if I can kind of lift her up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's heavy. Oh wow. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna unbox this. It literally just came, and I'm so excited, but also like so nervous because I hope everything is intact. All right, let's get to it. Hello members, and welcome back to another video. You guys know how much I hate doing voiceovers because they put me under pressure and make me speak fast, but I'm going to try and say as much things as I can in this video. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, this thing was indeed heavy. The man that delivered it was carrying it like it was lightweight, so I assumed it would also be light for me. Yes, the reason why I assumed that is because I'm a strong person. If you don't know that, just know that I am indeed a strong person, but it was so heavy. Okay, and then while unboxing, I came to the realization, which was already a fact and a truth, that I'm so unfit. Back was hurting, knees were hurting, everything was hurting, but anyway, we had to do what we had to do. So yes, I've been watching a walking pad for the longest time, and glory be to God, the money arrived somehow and I was able to buy this. I got it from a site called Yume Fitness. They won 50% discount, free delivery. It was quick. It comes with that rolling stuff, which makes it easy for me to move it, put it under my bed, which most walking pads should do. It comes with this incline thing, which I won't really use because I like to just stay flat. It came with, walking pad manuals. Rather, it came with a manual in different languages. Speaking of weight, this thing carries at most 150 kg, which is great because most walking pads just carry like 90 at most. It came with a screwdriver. It came with a remote without batteries. Hello? How am I going to use a remote without a battery? Anyway, I had to go buy a battery. It works. Cool. So yeah, this is me trying it on. I'm just going to stop speaking and let you guys hear it, but it was actually not noisy at all. I asked my sister from the next room to see if she could hear anything, and she said she had absolutely nothing, which is great because it did promise to be quiet. I am putting it on top of a mat because you are supposed to do that. I have ordered a treadmill mat. It's coming soon, and I've also ordered a silicone oil or / treadmill oil, which you have to use for maintenance so that so that the conveyor belt kind of runs smoothly. All right, that being said, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you to invest in your health and buy something. Bye! Hi guys, good. It's actually afternoon. It's like past 3. Heading for bowling. It's currently 6 degrees. Ooh, I like the view. I like the view. I'll show you guys my outfit when I get there, but it's just like this great vest. And then this turtleneck that's kind of like a mustard yellow, I guess. And then I'm wearing black jeans. So he asked me for all our names, and then I put all our names. So now I'm waiting for, we're 8 people. Guys, the way we were supposed to be like almost 20 people, but it went down to like 8 people. But anyways, so yeah, we're now 8 people and I'm waiting for the remaining 7 to come. So I booked just like 1 lane for like 2 hours. I think that should be fine. I hope you guys can hear me, the music is loud, but yeah. The last time I came, there were not these many people. If I had known, I would have booked it much later. But I feel like this is an okay time because most of the people coming don't live in this city, so they would have to take a train and whatnot. But yeah. Lucia is here, Benita is here. Say hi to the vlog. It's gonna be a vlog. Yeah. We're putting on our shoes. Hi Progress. Love the outfit. Love the skirt. Yes. Yes. No. Come on!
The lion is back. This is the return of the tiger. I am back.
All right, let's get to it. It is Monday the 26th. Today I was supposed to go for a dental appointment, but I ain't got no money. I was supposed to save money today, and that's not happening. So I had to quickly message the woman. She's so lovely. Thankfully, she's on WhatsApp. So I can access her easily. Access, communicate to her easily. Yeah, so I had to cancel. This is like the second time I'm canceling on her, guys. The first time, that was my fault. This time, it's not my fault, but she was so understanding. She was like, yeah, sure, like, text me during the week and we can reschedule. I still want to get it done this week because I just want to get it, like, just take my money and go, like, because I've been wanting to do this since like November, even maybe October last year, so long overdue for real. Currently on a break with my walk. I'm doing 12,000 steps at once, which for me takes about 1 hour 20-30 minutes. I've noticed that when I walk, there's a difference with walking on a treadmill, walking on a walking pad, and walking outside or just on land. Is that, I don't know, treadmill time is just different. So let's say it takes me maybe 15 minutes at most to do 5,000 steps. On a walking pad, it takes me about like 60 minutes to do 5,000 steps. So yeah, I would say 130 minutes of walking on this thing. So anyway, so I just want to come and just talk to you guys. I feel like just have a few things I want to say because yeah, I know they say the internet is not your diary. I don't be spilling too much. And I'm honestly tired of talking. When you talk about something to a lot of people, and you've talked about it over and over again, like as much as I love speaking, I love hearing myself talk. That's why I talk a lot. You kind of get tired of speaking at a point. But I will say, I think throughout the past 2 weeks, something has been bothering me. I would like to say I'm a peaceful person, or at least I'm somebody that prioritizes her peace. So whenever things start disturbing me, whenever I start overthinking about a situation, which mind you, I am not an overthinker. I don't know how overthinkers do it. You guys are literally exercising your brains. I don't know. I'm sure you have headaches because I'm not an overthinker. I do not like overthinking. In the past, I was an overthinker, and now I'm just, I want to reach to the point. I want to reach to a point where I'm so zen, as in like, I'm so oblivious. You know how like some people can be so oblivious, as in like they're so unaware of their surroundings. To an extent, that's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be so oblivious. I don't even know when somebody has insulted me. Like, I want to be so unbothered. I feel like I'm at 70%. I want to reach 100%. So throughout this, week, 2 weeks, things have just been bothering me. To be more specific, friendship things and, just the thing of like, are my friends with them? Do they see me as their friend? Okay, well, this has been very telling. Okay, well, this situation, well, this, and that. Why am I feeling like this? How do I stop feeling like this? What's the way forward? Should I leave? Should I stay? Should I... All that to say, ChatGPT is the GOAT, first of all, one. Honestly, I'm very serious. I'm very intentional. Eventually, I'll become very intentional about starting therapy. I need to have weekly sessions with a therapist. I'm so serious about that. ChatGPT has been holding the fort down. She's trying her best, but I need a human being. I need somebody that I can actually look at and communicate to. I have a lot of things that I need to process with a person. No, I just have a lot of things I need to process, and it's like talking to my friends is not enough. I need somebody to actually, yeah, to do what they went to school to learn. To do what they went to school to learn. That's all I can say. So I really need therapy. I really need to, start. I feel like there are a lot of things I need to solve. There are a lot of issues I just need to, let's work in me. Let's work in me. I want to be a better person. But I will say, over the past, especially the year 2023, I had my own share of like friendship breakups, friendship issues. And going forward, of course, now that made me be strict on certain things. And one of the things I told myself, or one of the situations I told myself I would never let myself, I guess, go through again or experience again is mixed feelings and mixed emotions, where one day you feel like you're this person's closest friend. The next minute you're wondering if they even like you. Hey, guys. I told myself never again. Can we save that rubbish for men? Why are we friends? Or why am I going through that as a person Whether why am I going through that in friendship? He likes me not. She likes me not. No. As soon as I start to feel a certain, and this is why when it comes to friendship, yeah, sorry, let me go on a rant. Forgive me. There are two things that I feel make an ideal friendship: consistency and initiative. Consistency and initiative. Consistency. Like, you know how ladies say in terms of romantic relationships that, oh, be consistent to the energy that you introduced me to. I'm going to say the same applies to friendship as well. Be consistent. I don't care what we go through. I should never question if you like me. I should never feel, and I'm not an overthinker, so I don't like when I now feel a certain way or I now mention to somebody that I'm feeling a certain way and they now say things like, don't worry about it, don't overthink, it's not that, and I'm like, no, I'm feeling this way for a reason. It's not yes, of course, maybe my mind can exaggerate it, but I'm feeling this way for a reason. There is evidence to prove this. So I never want to be in a position, I told myself, because I was in that position and it's quite hurtful, honestly. When you're out there wondering, does this person like me? Are we, okay, maybe today we're not friends. You know what, yeah, guys, I was talking with my sister like 3 days ago and she was just like, why can't we have friend like us? Like, because I'm not going to lie, I'm an incredible friend. I'm a great friend. Have I hurt people in the past? Of course, I have. This is not me saying I'm above hurting people. Of course I've hurt people, and I probably even will hurt people in the past. Okay? I'm not saying this statement out of pride, like, oh, I'm such an amazing friend that all the friendships that I've had and have right now are only, are surviving because Ruth is that great of a friend. No. Yes, I'm sure my friends have had to put up with me. I'm sure they've had to maybe even endure certain things or let certain things go or tolerate certain things. But I'm so sure of myself that I know that for the most part, I'm a great friend. And I never want to be in a friendship where I'm questioning that. Does that make sense? I can never put myself in this situation. I would rather let you go. I'm sorry, I would rather let you go. Yeah. And I think we need to be hearing more of this. We really talk about self-worth in relationships and business places. What about friendships? You need to know your worth as a friend. Like, honestly, what do you bring to the table as a friend? What's your worth as a friend? And when you understand that, you will not put yourself in situations, you will not put yourself in places, in friendships, in groups of people that are going to make you feel unworthy. That's what I'm going to say. So I know I'm a good friend. I know for sure I'm a great friend. I don't need anybody to validate that or prove that right, or I know for sure. So when I find myself in situations where I'm questioning that even for a slightest second, it's like I'm out. I'm not a perfect person, neither am I a perfect friend. I'm a good friend. I'm a great friend. Now that of course comes with expectations that you have of other people, whether spoken or unspoken. And people like to say, voice out those expectations, communicate those expectations. While I agree, guys, I truly believe that there's some things that don't need to be communicated. I truly believe that there's some things you should know. If you say you love a person, I do not have to communicate every single thing to you. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, of course there's some things I will tell you. Yes, of course there's some things I will communicate to you and I will bring to your attention. But it can't be every single thing. I'm sorry. I expect you to know these things. I expect you to know that, okay, if you say you like me, if you say you love me, you should know how to act. For the most part. I will keep saying that, for the most part. Another thing I'm also trying to learn this year, and I'm going to be very intentional about it, is emotional regulation. Emotional regulation. Like, it is such an important thing. And I think over the past weeks, it's been evident that I lack it. I have it to an extent. I'm not terrible, but I can be better, and I can definitely do better. So one thing I'm learning this year is emotional regulation. How to regulate my emotions. And I don't know, guys, zen, just to be I think what I'm trying to practice, especially since I went through such a terrible burnout last year that caused me to like stop walking for months. I think one thing I want to do differently is I don't have to push myself if I don't need to. It's okay. I've gotten out of bed. I've done 10,000 steps. That's actually really good. Like, Even if I wasn't able to reach my goal for today, that's fine. I was putting away the walking pad because I had to put it away from where it was. And I usually just kind of roll it under my bed. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, this is actually stressful, like rolling it up, especially since I don't have a big space or a big room. Anyway, rolling it up, pushing it back. And I was just thinking to myself, and I was like, with every blessing comes responsibility. And this is very important to remember and to know. Because you can look at somebody and say, oh, I wish they had that. Listen, I'm grateful for the walking pad that I have. And honestly, it has made my walking easier. But I honestly preferred, no, I don't prefer. How do I say this? It has also come with its own responsibilities. I have to be mindful of it. It is an expensive machine, okay? I have to be mindful of it. I have to maintain it. I literally bought a mat just for it. I had to buy an oil for it. I have to put it under my bed. Like, my back hurts. Like, so with everything has pros and cons. I know the Bible says he gives us blessings that come with no sorrow. He said no sorrow, not no responsibility. So even though people say, oh, kids are blessings, yeah, but they also come with a lot of responsibility. Oh yeah, you got a house, that's a blessing, but it comes with a lot of responsibility. Oh, you got a car, that's lovely, but it comes with give me a break. Can I ever get something that does not require responsibility? And because you would think the hardest part is getting it. No, the hardest part is keeping it. Gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so wide. I'm gonna have to fold this to use it. Like, good morning, beautiful people. It's actually afternoon. It's currently 3 p.m. So I just want to show you guys the packages that I picked up that came. You guys already saw the mat. Great, I hate it. And then I bought wax. Now, I probably showed myself waxing in my vlogs, but I do have facial hair, so I do wax my facial hair. I do wax my face, and I've tried a couple of methods, couple of waxes over the years, and this is a really good one. This is from Lifestance. Give me a second. This is my second time ordering with them so far. I have my own waxing pot. I do my own wax. Don't play. Oh, and I love that it always comes with a new bunch of sticks like this. I love when brands are generous. Like, I know we're all struggling. I'm not struggling. I know the economy is not the easiest, not the best, but I like when people actually want to give their customers the best. Anyways, this is what their brand, this is what their waxes look like. So the one I got, I believe, actually, it is the same one. It is the same one. So that's my second time getting it. It's really good. It's really good. And you guys can't see properly. I'm just trying to move to the light. But my facial hair has reduced. I don't know if I'm being delusional, because usually it comes back quick, right? So I wax and I'm already seeing the hair grow back, like, quite quickly. But it's been taking its time. And because I really prayed to God, and I was like, by the end of this year, I'm taking my health seriously and doing all the stuff and losing the weight. But I know with hormonal changes and the symptoms and all those things, it takes a while for them to really be reversed. But I'm like, listen, my own case is different. Like, please break protocol for my sake. I want that by next year. I don't want to be dealing with facial hair anymore. Like, I'm so tired of this life, guys. Like, how long will I keep waxing? And obviously, a girl is too broke to start doing, what do they call that method? Electrolysis and laser and all that stuff. Anyway, the second thing I got was the oil. The oil that comes with the oil that I'm going to use for my treadmill maintenance. So since I walk a good amount of steps per week, I walk, what's 10 times 7? Yeah, I walk more than 70 steps per week. So of course I need to be oiling this really often. So I have to get an oil. This is the oil I was talking to you guys about. Okay, here it is. This is a big ass bottle. This is gonna last me for forever. Do you know this is the same way I feel about salt, guys? About table salt. When I buy like a kg of table salt, guys, the last kg of table salt I bought it in 2023. and I literally just bought another one the end of last year. So the one I've bought, which is here, and there is still like some excess left. Guys, this thing is going to last me for the next 3 years. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even joking. But yeah, so this is the oil. It kind of comes with its own like nozzle, I guess, which makes it easy for me to lift and spray under the treadmill. I'll show you guys how I do it in the next vlog. But they call it treadmill grease. Yes, get into it. All right, I'm gonna just take my peels. This is inositol. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be consistent with inositol, and my period has, I think I had my period last month. And I had it this month. Yes, I had my period this month as well. Thank God, because I needed to be consistent. Like, please. It came. It didn't stay too long. Neither was it heavy, which was great. I had like just a little bit of cramps. I don't really get cramps, but they were there. And then it came and left. Yeah, so I'm being very consistent with my inositol, because every time I'm consistent, my period comes back. That's for sure. So where should I stop? Anyways, another thing I'm also taking is spearmint tea, and I've been very consistent with it for like the past 2 months. So remember I told you guys that it's very hard for me to find the tea bags for spearmint tea. It's literally impossible, right? And if I do find them, it's incredibly expensive. It's not worth it. But what I can easily find, and what I easily find, are the leaves. So I just make it. That's usually the pot I use. It's there. Everyone knows that's for roots tea. Don't touch it. So this is the tea. I get it. It's very, very, very cheap. Very cheap. I usually buy like 4 packs at once, 4 5 packs at once. So I put it in there, put some water, let it sit till it changes color, and then I now strain it, and I put it in the jar, and I put it in the fridge. And every day I take 1 cup of this. I know people take 2 cups. I take 1 cup. 1 cup is fine, I think. And yeah, I kind of let it sit out for a bit, because I don't want to take it cold, since it's not nice. I let it sit out for a bit, and I just chug it down. And that's what I've been doing. So yeah. We're excited to see where these consistent habits take us. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog and this video. I hope you guys learned something. I know I said a few important things. I hope it was nice watching Ruth be a homebody. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.